The Drakaen-Andlirian War, known in Regnum Dracaes as the Andlirian War of Subjugation, was a military conflict between Dracaesland and Andliria, stemming from a territorial dispute that resulted in the subjugation and annexation of Andliria. But before that, I would like to ask you to please subscribe. It helps the channel and I would really appreciate it. Thank you. The war started because Andliria claimed land in the newly discovered Virkon Straits without consulting with some members of the United Nations of Eltam. Dracaesland, a member of the UNE, claimed that the territories that Andliria holds rightfully belongs to Dracaesland. Dracaesland offered Andliria to either join Dracaesland as an autonomous princely state or leave the region entirely. Andliria promptly refused both offers. Dracaesland also claimed that Andliria was claiming territories that belonged to other nations. Andliria denied these claims and stated that Dracaesland was an imperialist expansionist nation. Due to the hostilities of both nations and an Illyrian condemnation in the UNE, Dracaesland declared war on Andliria on June 8, 2021. This is the official declaration made by Dracaesland against the nation of Andliria. In Article 1, the purpose of the war. Andliria is receiving this declaration from the nations of the Dracaesland Autarchy, Drakil, and the United Socialist States of Eltam. Because the nation of Andliria has refused to recognize the rightful territorial claims of Dracaesland at the newly discovered Virkonium Straits, this has resulted in the small nation claiming a large portion of Drakaean territory. Furthermore, the nation of Andliria has claimed that it controls a large portion of territory as seen here, yet has only 5 players in their Discord server, with an even smaller civilian population consisting of their leader and one other. This makes their claims extremely infeasible and unrealistic. Article 2. The terms of surrender. In order for this war to end, Andliria must either surrender their claims to Dracaesland and leave the region entirely, or join Dracaesland as a province, not an autonomous princely state. This is due to Andliria repeatedly refusing our offers of autonomy. Article 3. The terms of war. This war will be fought until one of the 2 terms of surrender are accepted by the nation of Andliria. Until then, Andliria will face constant attacks and bloodshed by the hands of Dracaesland and its allies of Drakil and the USSE. The war will begin on June 11th, 2021, 11:47 AM EST. And so it was settled. A time of date of the war was set, and the 2 belligerents were ready for a war. A short war. Dracaesland would be the attackers and Andliria will be the defenders. The defenders would use the city of Romantello as their city of defense. However, during the night when the battle was supposed to take place, the Dracaesland troops faced no resistance whatsoever from any Andlirian troop. It appeared that it was abandoned. The Dracaesland troops quickly occupied the city and declared that the war was a victory for Dracaesland. It turned out that no Andlirian troop decided to show up for the battle, and therefore it was a humiliating defeat for Andliria. The Dracaes had around 10 to 13 people, whereas Andliria showed up with none whatsoever. After Dracaesland declared victory over Andliria, Dracaesland promptly reformed into the Regnum Dracaes due to their newly acquired territory. Andliria abandoned their land and seek refuge within an ally's borders, bringing an end to their nation. The belligerents of this war were Dracaesland, Drakil, and the USSE on Dracaesland's side, and Andliria, the Visio Aeternae, and the Order of Constellation on Andliria's side. To be fair, the strength on both sides were fairly close. On Dracaesland's side, with all its allies included, there were around 24 soldiers, whereas on Andliria's side, it was around 19 to 27 soldiers, which is a big surprise since none of them showed up. The total casualties of the war are none on Dracaesland's side, and somehow 3 dead on Andliria's side. I'm not sure how that actually happened, since there was no battle whatsoever. Unless this was a pre-war skirmish, or 3 civilians that were killed in some kind of small conflict. But it's not mentioned anywhere. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace out, and goodbye.